For the first time in almost a year, we've had the median sales price increase for consecutive months. Buyers have finally gotten comfortable with the interest rate, but where's the inventory? And lastly, we got some great news in regards to inflation reports and the expectation of future rates. This is your main market update for San Francisco. Kevin Swanigan here with Compass Real Estate. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm your local market expert and I make content giving you updates on the real estate market, luxury home tours, business spotlights, and what it's like to live, eat, work, and play in the city. If you want to see more of that, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Now let's get into this update. I'm excited to talk about the results that we had in the month of April, as the real estate market has been rather interesting. One of the main things that I want to pinpoint is the median sales price. Even though the spring market hasn't exactly been springing like we thought it would, for the first time in about 8 months over the last 90 days, we saw the median sales price increase each month. The median sales price for single-family homes has increased by 7% in that time frame, going from $1.5 million in the month of February to closing out April at $1.6 million. I think the important thing to note about these numbers is that we see the prices are back at pre-pandemic levels. Obviously, when we're comparing things to last year, appreciation levels are down, and they're down about 20% year over year. But when we compare them to what happened in early 2020, there has been no change in that appreciation. It's actually even keeled. Over the last 90 days, the median sales price has increased by 12%, going from just over $1 million in February to just under $1.2 million at the end of April. Now, there's a couple of things to take away from these numbers. For one, we are seeing things pick up in the market as a whole. This increase is partly due to the seasonality of our market, in which spring is the hottest time of the year for us. Secondly, another piece of this increase is the fact that we have more buyers searching for homes now, as they have adjusted and become comfortable with the interest rates. Not only that, inventory is still extremely low. It's this lack of inventory that naturally creates pressure on prices. When we look at the number of new listings coming to the market, that number is actually down 43% year over year. The number of active listings is also down 20% year over year. So supply is just not matching the demand. Plus, any potential home sellers that have locked in their rates at 2% or 3% rates aren't in a rush to make a move. And last but not least, the opportunity to get prices below the peak of the pandemic is still very much possible. We've seen a few recent clients grab some of the best deals in the condo market. Specifically, condos in the greater downtown area, as we've seen the value of those have gone down to the same prices we saw back in 2017. With single-family homes, you need to be a bit more careful because ones that are moving, ready, priced well, and in great locations still sell fairly quickly. We've actually had clients in multiple offer situations a number of times on single-family homes. In April, we also saw a significant increase in price reductions. During this time of the year, this is the most reductions we've had going as far back as 2018. While we have seen a number of reductions across the board, this number is most likely largely affected by the condo market, specifically the greater downtown condo market. In regards to inflation, the April report showed a slight decrease year over year, going down from 5% to 4.96%. Now, by no means is this some drastic change, but the fact of the matter is that it's still a decrease. Another plus with that is that shelter inflation is also on a decline, and if these numbers continue to decline in June, we shouldn't be seeing any further rate hikes. There's already speculation that because inflation is trending down, many are starting to believe that we've seen the last of the rate hikes. Realtor.com put out a recent article saying that rates are poised to fall starting at the end of the summer. It was said that they would gradually decrease, eventually returning to the 5% and high 4% range. And if that happens, it is highly likely that we aren't going to see prices fall any further. In fact, I think we all know what's going to happen if we have lower rates coupled with low inventory. What I would recommend to the buyers out there is that if you're financially able, now might be your last greatest opportunity to secure an amazing deal. I would get extremely aggressive and I wouldn't be afraid to shoot my shot regardless of what that offer price might be. Throw an offer out there, see what happens, because you may wind up getting a better deal than you thought was possible. The message to all my buyers on the fence has been pretty much the same, and that message is Steph Curry never hit a three that he didn't take. If these predictions about rates dropping come true and inventory doesn't get any better, the war is on. Sellers, if you're in a situation where you need to sell now, what our most savviest clients have discovered is that now, more than ever, how you market and position the home is extremely key. There's a couple of things that our recent home sellers had in common. One, we made sure that the home was show ready. This means either staging and or decluttering so that the home looked like something on a showroom floor. This one tactic alone can create a massive degree of separation in homes that sell quickly and for more compared to those that don't. The second thing is determining the correct avatar of your potential buyer and then being uber aggressive about exposing the home to as many of those buyers as you possibly can. We made sure we put a winning game plan in place to make this happen. When these two things are done well, the success rate for our sellers is substantially greater. So that's what's happening in real estate here in the city, and it finally seems like things are starting to head in a more positive direction. If you're thinking of making a move in the city, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. Just shoot me an email. Remember, if you're thinking of anything real estate in the city, you should be thinking of me. See you next time. Peace.